Let's take a look at this Gulu GP 4000 Titan Series jump starter. We're gonna open our Gulu jump starter with our fantastically sharp Damascus steel antler handle blade. Link will be in the description for that if anyone's interested. Super duper sharp, cuts through anything like butter. 10 built-in smart safety protections: overcharge protection, overcurrent protection, short circuit protection, reverse polarity protection, AI software protection. Okay. High and low temperature protection, spark proof protection, over voltage protection, overload protection, reverse charge protection. Anything else? Any other protections that we should be aware of? Comes in this nice fancy case, red and black, with a zipper on the side right there, single zipper. Gooloo printed on the front of the case. Let's open her up and see what we got inside. USB-A to USB-C charging cable. USB-C to USB-C charging cable. So 2 USB-C cables. Well, yeah, I guess you can consider them both USB-C cables. We'll just say 2 USB cables are included. This looks like an adapter for an automobile of some sort. Some type of charging adapter also included. Quick reference guide, and here we have the jumper cables, which appear to be pretty decent quality, better than a lot of jumper cables that I have seen in the past on some battery boosters. These don't feel like they're going to break apart on you as easy as some of the other battery booster jumper cables I have encountered. This one appears to be mostly metal or mostly copper. So let's take a look inside there and you can see how it's built. And most of the cable is actually copper. Most of the clamp, I should say, is copper. See that? Same thing with the positive clamp. Most of the clamp is actually copper with the plastic outside insulation to keep you from shorting the booster out. We don't want these two leads touching each other. That's why we have the plastic insulation. Anyway, pretty decent clamps, not bad at all. The only thing that could be improved on these clamps, in my opinion, is to make these things a little skinnier, because a lot of times the batteries, they have like a recess in them, and it's hard to get these clamps onto the battery terminal. So pretty decent looking case, nice material. Compartment here to keep the battery booster in place, and a compartment here keep your cables and keep your battery booster. Here is the battery booster itself with the warning that you should fully charge before using. The audio that you're hearing right now is coming from the Booyah Magic, this little tiny lavalier microphone right here attached to the brim of my hat. If you like the way the audio sounds, make sure you check out the Booyah Magic lavalier wireless lavalier microphone set. You can take a look at the specifications for yourself. You can pause the screen. Let's get the glare out of the way. Right there. So you can zoom in and pause the screen right there and take a look. Here we have a power button. Single tap seems to power it on, and we are at 3 out of 4 bars. I'm guessing that's where you would charge. Does it say input or output? Oh, this is an output right here. Oh, so I know what that is for. That's where this thing comes into play. That's where this adapter right here, focus. This adapter goes in here, goes into that port like so. And now you have like a power port. So if you have like a, I don't know, like a car charger that you want to plug into that, you can plug your car charger into that and it will supply power to your car charger. This is the part right here. It says jumper cable. So that's where you would attach your jump starting cables. That port right there. It looks like it's keyed. Yep, it is 100% keyed. So it only goes in one way. If it doesn't go in, then turn it around and put it in the other way. We have a light, a USB port, and another USB port. Let's see what the difference is. Okay, so the white one is a 5 volt 2.1 amp USB port, and the blue one is 5 volt 9 volt and 12 volt USB port. And let me just show you, you can see it for yourself because it is labeled clearly. That's what we have on the other side of the battery booster.
1 amp. Provide devices.
I was not talking to you, Google. We hold the power button down, that turns on the light. Press the power button again, switches the mode, another mode, and we're off again. We hold it to turn it on, we hold it to power it off. And if you want to cycle through the different modes, then you would just tap it and tap it and tap it to get through all of the different modes, to cycle through the different modes on the battery booster LED light in the front right there. We have the GP 4000, and we're going to try and jumpstart this Nissan Pathfinder, 2022 Nissan Pathfinder. Customer states vehicle wouldn't start after giving it gas, after putting gas in the vehicle. We have a dead battery right now, so maybe they killed it trying to start it up after putting gas in it, or maybe it just needs a battery because the battery is 2 years old and we are in Florida where batteries don't typically last that long. Actually, the battery is 3 years old. Anyway, I'm rambling. Let me show you what we got. Oh, locked itself out. Let me unlock the door, if it will. Yep, it still has enough juice for that, but let's try it out. Look right here, so dead, the horn doesn't even sound. And when we try and start it, we get nothing. It says place the key near the button, but we are near the button and it still doesn't start. So let's jump start it and see what we got. Obviously the positive goes with the positive, which is the red, and then we're going to hook the black with the negative over here, which is the black, and it should kick on by itself. It says correct. I'm not sure if it's on. Let's go in the car and see if it's on. Nope, it is still. Oh, did you see that? That's how weak the battery is. It killed the screen. Let's turn it back on. Then we gotta press the boost button. Is it on? Let's see. Oh, it is on now. Okay, we got a horn. Alright, so let's see if we can start the car up. Yeah, that's better. Horn works now. Let's see if she will start. Or at least crank. Still don't want to crank. So this is a no crank, no start. Not necessarily, well. Oh, there we go. It started it up. Did you see that? I don't know why it delayed, but it did start up. And yeah, the GP 4000 was able to do what it's supposed to do. Not sure what that delay was about, but as you can tell, the engine is running. And the GP 4000 did its job. Titan series, GP 4000.